Morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And you're ready to get. Are you ready for this week? So today, like I normally do, I'm going to be taking GJ trades and going to be analyzing some few trades and how to get into trades. So firstly, uh, I got into the chart this morning and I saw we're pushing up the GJ. We're having some bullish momentum to the upside, and we rejected this level, this strong level on the 30 minutes. If you could see, I marked it out. We rejected this level hardly. We didn't break above. This candle did not break above, so I'm expecting uh hopefully we'll still get a momentum upside. We're just trying to form support to push back up. So, but if not, we might be heading back down because this was a heavy level of rejection in the market. This is a strong level. It's strong level on the GJ market, 132,600. So we rejected that level, and now we're heading. Well, it was bearish. We're heading down. So, firstly, when I get to the chart, I see what's happening. I look at what my buyer is gonna look like. Then I just go to Forex Factory. Then I check what news we have for today. So today is where is it? Today is Sunday stroke Monday over my side, and we have GJ news at 3 a.m. Let me just update this. Let's check this. So today's Monday. We have a British pound news at 3 a.m. So I'm not really concerned about this news. It's not really concerned. So I just go to my chart. Since we don't really have a news that's really gonna move the market, we just have just one file. I just go to my chart and see what we have there. So let me just explain this real quick. Let me explain what I saw on the chart. So initially when I got on the chart, let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily. If you look at this level, there's a strong level of support in the market. This level, if you look at the rejections on this level, I will kind of create a support to push back up. Look at the current candle we are. The daily candle is bullish. This level is a strong level to all the way to the left on this side, having a lot of rejection on this side to push to the upside. I will be moving all the way to the top, bullish momentum. The 4 hour same thing. We're just pushing up. But right now we're bearish though because we rejected this level. If you look at this level at the 4 hour support and resistance, we tried going up and it rejected so hard that now we're pulling down heavy. And this is the hourly. This was the level price rejected from the bottom side, like on Asian session. This was the Asian low. Then we just kept pushing up all the way up. This was the Asian low. We had some level of rejection at the bottom side. That's why I showed you the daily first. That level was a strong level on the GJ market, and we rejected that level so hard. So we have a momentum. We're having momentum back to the top side. Close weak bearish. Then the next candle was a strong bullish candle on the hourly. So right now pushing up, and now we got to this level which is also a key strong level on the market on the hourly and the all time frame. We tapped in and now we're heading back down. If you look at this resistance that was formed, this new one did not close above the previous one. It just tapped in and we came back down. We're heading back down. So so right now we just have to wait for confirmation. I basically what I'm thinking, price just rallying all the way to the top. Also, I was kind of expecting some sort of support to be formed now to push back up, take the momentum back up. So we just have to wait and see, wait for confirmation to play out. before we take our trade. You can't just jump in when we see momentum, just like saying a car just running on speed and you just go jump in front of the car. You're just gonna get smacked. So you just wait. I saw momentum to the downside, but I'm not convinced there we're heading down. I feel we're just gonna retest this level, which price broke out from this support to this other key level in the market, create support to push back up. So we're just gonna wait. If you look, oh, this is the hourly. We just have 7 minute dip in the hourly candle. So we still have 52 minutes to go in the hourly, but we have to go to the lower time frame and see what's happening. So we're kind of rejecting this level. But before I take in buys, I need to see some sort of bullish close on the 30 minutes or the 15 minutes for us to push back up. So we're rejecting this level. I said, hopefully, we'll kind of create support to push back up. This is my last target. If you first get to this level, then I'll push all the way back to this level. This is a strong level too. If I push this to the left, strong level in the market. Mark this area of rejections, and that's your take profit levels. So right now we're rejecting. Then let's see how the 15 minutes. And I said I'm not after the first 15 minutes of the 30 minutes. I'm after the second 15 minutes. Since the 30 minutes is divided into two, so I'm not after the first 15. The first 15 usually is a fake out. So I'm after the next 15 when the candle opens. The next 15. So right now this is the first 15. We have 6 minutes in. So I'm after the second 15 of the 30 minutes candle, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So we just wait before we're taking buys, before we're taking sells. I want to see a candle close below this level. If we're taking buy, I want to see a bullish candle being formed. So right now we're just gonna wait for confirmations to play out. Morning, morning. See your chart. So right now we're rejecting this level I said, but firstly you want to see a bullish close to take buys. You can't be taking buys when you're seeing a bearish candle. You need to see it close. We have 5 minutes on the first 15 minutes candle, so let's see what happens. You're not sure yet, so just wait. Don't just rush and just get finessed, if that makes sense. So if you have any question, just drop it on the chat box, then we'll take a good look at it. Or have any trade you're in and you want to get some information about that trade, you can just tell us what trade. Me and my team is going to take a good look at it. So we have this for British pounds at 3 a.m. and 5:30 the London pre-London. So let's see what happens. Are we gonna really okay? We see right now we're kind of creating some sort of support, like I said, but we have to wait for a close. After the next 15 minutes candle, let's see what actually happens. Still on Euro USD. Still on Euro USD. Let's see. Field and Bryant, you said sell on Euro USD. Let's take a good look at it. So I know why you're going for sell on Euro USD. What do you think? What confirmation did you see? I'm just waiting for my chart to load up. Then I'm going to take a good look at it. So let's just see. I'm after the second 15 minutes. The first one can be fake out. So we might be heading back down or might be heading back up. But I want to see if we're going up, we want to be making higher highs and higher lows. If we're pushing down, we want to be making lower lows and lower highs. So let's see what happens. Euro USD, where's it? Is it open? So Euro USD. Euro USD. So let's see what has been happening. On the daily, we're heading down. We haven't we're kind of heading down, but I think we might be having a push to the downside. Although we're bullish, though we're pushing way back up. So let's see what happens. We're bullish on the daily candle, so let's go to the 4 hours and see what actually played out. Because we've been bearish all the way, so all the way last week we've been bearish, creating lower lows and lower highs all the way down. So 4 hour right now it's bearish kind of. Then it's bearish. Hourly created some sort of resistance at the top, and this was the I think this was the Asian low. This was the Asian low being formed, created support over here. This was the Asian low, and we sort of created some sort of resistance at the top. That's this level. So this is the hourly resistance and support was being formed. So we might be having a push to the downside, but you want to wait for confirmations. GJ, I'm after the next 15 minutes. Like I said, this close bearish. The next 15 minutes, are we going to be breaking the high of the previous 15, or we're going to be heading back down? Left for me, I'm thinking we just trying to find support to push back up. So if we see that, yeah, good. So let's see what plays out. I'm just for those on the chart. If we break this high, I think we're going to be heading up to retest this level again. But you want to see this set of confirmations. Entry, yes, stop loss below the previous candle to be heading back up. Well, it hasn't happened yet, so you just wait. For those on the looking at the GPP JPY, this should, if we're gonna head up, this is gonna be my entry. Stop loss below, heading back up. So let's just wait and see how it plays out. I'll take a look at Euro USD in a bit. Just replying to comment. The break of this candle, the break of this high, but there's no break yet. So let's see what happens. 5 minutes is bullish. 15 minutes. So if I'm looking at Euro USD right now, we created resistance and support. We're kind of resisting this level though. We have 42 minutes, so let's not just rush. Let's take a good look at the 30. Same thing, created support. Then now we created a mini. This was the new. Let me check. This was the new support being formed on the 30 minutes. New support being formed on the 30 minutes. We had it created support, now we created resistance. Now we're creating a mini support. We have 11 minutes on the 30 to 11 minute support. We might be heading back up, but you want to see a close of this candle creating bullish for it to take buys. You can't be collecting or taking buys when you're bearish. Although we broke the low of the previous 30, we might be heading down or heading up, but you need to see those confirmations first before taking your trades, if that makes sense. You want to see this candle actually close at 11 minutes. You want to see it closing in a bullish candle if we're going to be having momentum to the top side, or if we're just going to be going down. Left for me, I'm going to take sales below this level. If I'm going to take trade, sales below this level and buys above this level. Or the next candle before the London open, because the London opens in like 40 minutes, 39 minutes. So about. So the London push is going to take price depending on what is actually happening at the moment. So right now we're just kind of playing. We broke the low though, but we still have 10 minutes. Let's go to the 15 minutes and see what happens. And before I take in trade, I try to find a lower risk. If this candle breaks the high of this candle, it's going to be my entry to push up. Although there's a strong level of resistance in the market, so I think we might be heading down, or you never know. Just wait for confirmations. You want to see this to close on the bull side to push up. The next candle that opens, you just take your entry on this level, then to push up, then stop loss below this level, then you're good. But you want to wait for confirmations, if that makes sense. So 15 minutes to about closing 9 minutes, and we haven't done anything yet. You want to take buys, you want to see some sort of bullish candle on the 30 minutes, bullish candle on the 30 minutes. That has a higher type of confirmation compared to the 30. Compared to the 15. 15 is a weak confirmation, but the 30, yeah, 30 an hour, yeah. Well, we're rejecting this level so heavy. Price came down and we're pushing, rallying all the way back up. So I think buyers are in the market, but you need to wait. It can be fake out and stuff. That's why you need to wait for candles close. I'm going to be comfortable for buys only if this candle breaks the high of this candle. If not, I'm not looking for buys. I'm just going to wait entry on this level, stop loss below or on this present candle to push up, because you want to have good risk to reward. We're rejecting that level heavily on the 30, so you want to see we're rejecting. We might be having a push to the top side. Let's check the hourly. The hourly, flipping bullish still, so let's see. You just wait. You have any question, put it on the chat box, then we'll have a good look at it. So now who's going to be on this trade? I'm going to take this trade. Uh, this is going to be my entry because I think we just broke it. Entry, stop loss on this current candle, then get back to resistance. So we kind of broke it, so I think we should be heading up. I kind of broke. We still have 7 minutes though, so never rush this. I'll just flip back bearish. So you want to see a bullish close to take buy. So we're closing in 6 minutes. Well, a weak bearish, a weak bullish, but closing in 6 minutes, a weak bullish, a weak bearish. So we might be heading back down. You never know. So this was not a good breakout. So nope. They did a good breakout on a bullish candle to push back price back up. So let's see what actually plays out. Closing 5 minutes. Closing 5 minutes. Creating a mini resistance on the top side. So you want to see bullish close to take buys. We did not really break this high of this. We did, but this wasn't a real like this was a fake out break. They're different. Like it was not a good breakout. I was thinking the momentum was going to be pushing to the top side, but we have London open in I think 40 minutes. So let's see how this candle closes. Then might be having a might be heading up. So we're flipping. We have 4 minutes left. So let's see. 10 minutes. We broke the high, so I want a good push. Stop loss below this level to push back up to resistance. Because I kind of waiting for support to be formed, then take price back up. We're closing bullish on the 30. We're closing bullish. We have 3 minutes, so just wait. Euro USD, what's happened in the Euro USD? So we're bullish, we broke the high, so we're having to push to the top side because let's see what the 30 is doing. Like I said, before I take a trade, I try to mark my target. Before I take in trade, target, if we break this level, I'm coming down. If we break this level, we're gonna be heading to the top on this level. This is a strong level. We're gonna be heading to the top. So you want to see a break of the next candle, breaks the high, then stop loss below this candle to push up. Then for going down, it depends on how this closes. If bullish or bearish, so just wait. GPY will are currently bullish at the moment, closing in 2 minutes. The 30 minutes closing in 2 minutes. We'll flip back in this level. We tapped it, then we're having to push to the top side. So let's wait. Closing in a minute. That makes sense. We're closing in a minute, so you just have to wait. We broke like it actually makes sense for us to push up because we broke the high of the previous 15, but this we're closing bullish though, so we just created support, mini support. This is a mini support to push price back up. This level is a mini support to push price back up. We also create resistance. We have to head down, create support. Now we created support. Now we have to push up. Same thing, and that's what the 30 did. We kind of created a mini this level if it takes because it depends on time frame. You just change your levels, change your you adjust your levels which you marked out. Like on the 15, this is support being created with closing in 36 seconds. So you just wait. And we're closing bullish. So the London opens in 30 minutes. So I think the push is we're gonna have push to the top side if we're actually gonna be creating higher highs and higher lows. So I want to see what the next 15 minutes does. See, this year after this candle now we close bullish. I want the 30 minutes to close bullish. So I want to see what happens. Let's see how 30 minutes close. The rejection from the bottom side to the top side and close bullish. So you want to see the next if we're pushing up, you want to creating higher highs and higher lows. You want to see the next 15 minutes breaking the high of this candle for you to take in a buy, then stop loss below in this level because you don't expect price to break the low of this candle if we're heading up. So let's you think we're going to be having momentum to the top side. So you want to wait. And we have clean candles over here, just clean candles to just take price up. So that makes sense. And hourly, you think we flip bullish? So we're still weak, weak. This is weak. You want to see the hourly on the bullish side for us to push price back up. So we're still bearish. While 30 minutes close bullish. If we're heading down, you see this candle breaking the low of this candle. But if we're heading up, we want to see this candle breaking the high of this candle to keep creating higher highs and higher lows. So it's almost the open of London, so you might see fake out. So we have 30 minutes, 13 minutes to go on the 15. I'm not really after this 15 though. But if you see we're heading down, we are kind of having momentum down. So I don't expect price to break the low of this candle if we're pushing up. But I'm after the next 15. If we're going to be creating higher highs and higher lows to the top side. This was higher than this. This candle when was the next low. this was the next low. I don't expect this candle to push out the way and break this low, if that makes sense. So we're breaking it, but I'm after the next 15 minutes. So basically, I think we're on a bearish momentum. On the higher time frame gives you like a direction of where price is going to. That makes sense. So you wanna wait. If you have a question, just put it on the chat box below. Then we'll take a good look at it. We rejected this level heavily, so it makes sense if price pushes back up. We rejected this level, came all the way down, rejected this level. So I will see a break of this high to push up. For hours rejecting kind of, but rejecting this area. So hourly. How do you go your $500 account? You just need to try having winning trades and stop over leveraging. And yeah, the more you see your progress gradually in a month or 2 months, have more wins than losses. Try cut your losses short. Then yeah, why not? You can grow your $500 account. But when you over leverage it, no, you can't do that. You need to get confirmation before taking trades. Stop over trading. Have a daily goal. When you're done with trading, you just stop. Wait for the next session on the next day. Every dollar is a plus. So if you make $2, be happy with it. If you lose, yeah, find out why you lost that trade and try and make yourself better. If that makes sense. Don't have the mentality of how do I grow? Like I just want to make one 1,000, 2,000. Always, how can I win this trade? That should be your question. Then with time, you can be able to grow your $500 account. Where did I land? You can go to Baby Pips. I have some nice people I put me through. Weeks Don't Lie, Uncle Ted, and yeah, some nice people I look up to. I've looked up to, and yeah, to understand. So the London opens in 25 minutes. I will bearish. So are we going to be having a push to the top side? But I want to see a break of the previous 30 minutes candle. That's this candle. I want to see a break of this candle to be having a push to the top side. 30 minutes hasn't broken. Like I said, this is 30 minutes hourly strong confirmations compared to like the 15. I haven't broken the low of this candle, so you want to see the breaking of the current candle to be pushing up. So this current candle for momentum to the top side, if that makes sense. So So we have them trying to flip back. But I want to see a break of this candle, and this should be your entry stop loss below previous candle to push back up to resistance. I would say there's no such thing as perfect lot size. You need to see what like, you need to psychologically be ready for trading, and before you take in some certain lot size, you need to be sure of your analysis before placing any lot size. You can't just say, "Oh, what lot size is good for flipping the $4,000 account." No, that doesn't work that way. You need to actually have your strategy all planned out. Then, yeah, you just go from there. You can't just use any lot size and say you can blow your account. You can blow easily if you can grow to me. If you can grow $500 account, I think you're gonna blow a thousand, $4,000 account. I see it that way. If that makes sense. So we're flipping to the top side. So hopefully we just get London momentum, just taking price back up. Hopefully. So let's see. We broke the high of the previous 30 minutes. So we broke the high of the previous 30 minutes. So we haven't broken the low. So we should have momentum to the top side. So entry was this level, then stop loss below previous candle to be pushing price back up, and taking price back up. That makes sense. So you just wait and see. I think the London push is just going to take price all the way back up. So you just wait and see how it plays out. Now we're flipping, we're heading up. Stop loss below previous candle. See what happens. So London opens in next 15 minutes. So next, yeah, if you want to see price pushing up, so let's see what happens. perfect lot size to be, yeah. EU buy, I'll check EU in a sec. So what do you, let's take a good look at EU and see why you're looking for buys on EU. I think I just looked at EU, yeah. Oh, like I said previously, if you were on the chat earlier, like on the live stream earlier on, I told you if we're gonna take trade, you need to take when those candle, because you created support over here, you want to see a break of this next 30 minutes candle to take price up to this level. But we have resistance over here. But ideally, I want to see price close above this level. But if not, I think the London push is just gonna take price to this level. Who's on the GJ buys right now? I just called out. Look, it's just playing out really nice. Like I said, break of this candle, the London push is just gonna take price up. So anyone on this trade, there's a good win for you. Called out perfectly. So you want the London push, you just keep pushing price back up. EU buys, like I said, if you came on earlier on, you would have taken this trade at the break of this candle to push price up, or yeah, this level stop loss below, then anticipate the London push to take price up. But we are at this level. I don't really like this level because this level is a very dirty level in the market. So you want to watch out for that. So GJ closing in a minute. You want to see the London push taking price up. 30 minutes is closing. Let's see the hourly. The hourly is closing. So one thing you need to know, like before the push, you need to see, okay, now the hourly is bullish. 30 minutes is what? 30 minutes is bullish. Created support, trying to push head back up. 15 minutes is what? 15 minutes is bullish. So the London Open should just push price to your level of target. So I mark out my target before I take in trade. So this is my target, ideally this level. But once this gets to this level, I'm out of the trade. Right now, I already secured 80% of my profit. That's the best thing for you to do. So we still having momentum to the top side. So let's see how it plays out. You want to see what happens. Who's taking this trade? I think we're like 14 pips in profit, I guess. 11 pips in profit. So I expect the London push just take price up to this level. So let's see how it actually plays out. We have in London open in 15 minutes. So right now you want to be securing profit because I think this level is a level of rejection, but we're bullish in the higher time frame. So I think we should still be heading up. Or this level is a strong level of reaction in the market. So you want to secure profit, yeah, good to secure profit. So right now I secured some position and I'm on break even already. So I won't be losing any trade. So let's see what happens. like I say, if we're going up, you want to be seeing higher highs and higher lows. So we still have roughly 30 minutes to go 13. So let's check Euro USD. You want the London push, we open in 13 minutes. You want the London push. We're anticipating the London push to just take price up back to resistance. If you want to secure profit, there's the right time to be securing profit and let your runners run. For those who have magic keys, oh yeah, if not, just anticipate the London push to take price up, if that makes sense. Have any question, just drop it on the chat box below, then we'll take a good look at it. So we're pushing up, anticipating London push. Like I said, I was waiting for price to kind of create support, which we did, and now we're heading. Once price created support, we created the bullish candle to anticipate price to go up. I took a trade at the break of the previous candle. Now we should be heading up on the London push. So let's see how it plays out. London opens in roughly 10 minutes. So right now we're almost approaching take profit. So how many pips is this? This is 20 pip. Hopefully we'll get to take profit. I think we should because we're just gonna mirror this candle, clean traffic to the top. So let's see how it happens. In 10 minutes, the London open. So let's see what happens. We're having strong momentum to the top side. So this is just a 30 level, but hopefully we'll push that and get back to this resistance. So let's see what price does in 10 minutes. We just broke the high, I think. Yeah, so we should be headed up. Yeah, we're approaching take profit. So let's see how it plays out. Approaching. So right now, if you're in this trade, you should have secured profit. I expect London to push price to this level. Then after this level, price could do a stand. So right now, I just closed my position when we got to this level. So I'm good to go. For those who took this trade, this was a nice call out. Create support. I expect price to keep pushing up. You So anyone, if you're anticipating to take trade on the next candle, this is a big stop loss because you want to put your stop loss below the previous candle. This is a very big stop loss. So you want to like either wait for the next candle to open and see if it breaks the high. Then you want to take your trade and stuff like that. So right now we had a winning trade. I'm just gonna put that up on the screen. GJ buys 15 pips. G. I close. What did I close? Let's check. So London opens on 8 minutes. So you want to see a push to the top side. I closed my trade and we got to this level. I was at 16 pips. So yeah. So right now we just hit TP. So anyone took this trade, good for you. That was a nice call out. Just give it a like on the like button if you enjoyed what we do every day, 20 pips trade. Okay. Thank you all for participating. 20 pips. So we're just heading all the way to the top. Like I said, I waited for support to be formed. I saw a bullish candle being formed on the 30 because I use the 30 for heavy confirmation. We created support, so we had to push back to the top side to retest this resistance because there are high chances once price creates resistance starts to create support, and once support is being formed, there are high chances it has to go retest this the resistance. So it's vice versa, 50-50, stuff like that. So we just hit TP. This was my level, my key level. Well, let's see how it plays out. So always have a daily goal. Once you're done trading for the day, you just stop trading. No need for over trading. Once you start over trading, you tend to want to lose more and stuff like that. You made $7. Thank you. Thank for participating in that. Yeah, low lot size and just some people made money over this live stream. That's good because you actually waited for confirmation. Some people just rush like what this was just going down. You just some people just I know most people in the world just jump on this. You can't be going with momentum. You can just get yourself killed. And price could just retrace. So I wait for candles to close and see. So yeah. So London opens in 5 minutes. So let's see. We might be having to push to the top side. But at this level, I already marked out my target, which it already played out. So I already closed my trade and I'm good. If another opportunity sets up like I want it, I take it. But if there's no, like I would say, sign or confirmation, then there's no need taking that trade. You always need to wait for confirmation, if that makes sense. Give a like on the like stream if you like what we do here every day. I'm gonna be doing this Monday to Friday, like I always say, 1 a.m. Eastern time. So we're closing now. Let's go to the 5 minutes. So we're rejecting that level, but we're still in a bullish momentum, so we should anticipate the push of the London to take price up. If not, the London, because we're kind of rejecting, you want to go to the 5 minutes since we're in the final 5 minutes of the trade. So let's see what the 5 minutes is doing. We haven't broken the high of this, and we're kind of almost breaking the low. So we haven't. This is a weak confirmation. I don't use this. So I use a higher time frame, but let's see. We might be pushing up or pushing down. That makes sense. So we're having a push to the top side. As you can see, we open on 6 minutes. So we just flipped bullish. USD CHF sell. Take a good look at that. So the London Open, which is having push, is gonna USD CHF. Let's take a good look at that. USD CHF. Let me just check the Euro USD. Like I said, who took those trades? Should be running nice in profit because I said once we break this high, this should be your entry stop loss below this level. They will push it up. Oh yeah, to this level. So I think the London push is just gonna push price to this level and probably react on this level. Let me just readjust this level. Okay. Oh, you made. Oh, thank you. Oh wow, some people made money today over the live stream. That's good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, someone said USD CHF. Let's take a good look at that. So this Euro USD, like I said at first, this level is a strong level in the market of a resistance. But you want to, ideally, I wait for price to close above. But I think we're gonna have a push to the top side. But this level is a strong level. Price reacted on this level. If you drag this all the way to this level, there were rejections, rejections, rejections. So you never know. Price got to this level and might be rejecting that level. So ideally, for a good trade, you want to see a buy when this candle, when I don't mean weak, I mean the candle closes above this level of resistance, and you want to get sell below this level to anticipate this level. And if you're looking for buy, you want to see a close above this level to anticipate this level first. Then furthermore, if you break this level of resistance, this level, they'll push it back up. Then back to your level of target first. So the London open in 2 minutes. Someone said, I think I just, what trade did I just check? USD CHF. I thought I pulled that out. You see, we've rejected this level. Why? Because I know this. That's why I mark this out. You need to mark these areas out if you're gonna have reaction. I only trade just one or two pair, the US 30 on the GBP JPY. I don't look at everything. You just need to focus on one thing. Just because every market, every pair, and every session the money is always moved, so like jumping on 10 different 20 10 20 different types of trade every day doesn't make sense. Ideally for me, just focus on one and wait for those confirmations. Go do your stuff, your normal daily routine, what you have to do, set alerts, and just once price get to those levels, then you come back to the chart. You can't be looking at everything. Like, see, I was just on GG. I knew what it was gonna do, then I waited for it, then I took my trade. So right now it's about London Open. So 5 minutes, the last final 5 minutes, we just broke the low, but this is a weak confirmation. Let's check how the 15 minutes is like. Did we break the low of the previous 15 minutes? Let's see. Let's see. Was this a liquidity grab to push to the downside? Never know. But I'm done. I'm good. I took my trade. If I already took my trade, so we're in the London Open. So let's see what price does. This is a liquidity grab. Yeah, for sure, because I think we're breaking the low to push back down. You never know. Or push to the top side. If it's are we gonna be heading down? Are we gonna break the low of the previous? You see, this can be a fake out now, liquidity grab to just push down. We did not, like I said before, then we did not break. We did not. This candle did not close above this resistance, so uh, we did not push up. Now we created support. We came up. We did not close above this same place. We created resistance. We're kind of creating resistance right now, so we might be heading to the downside. That's why I wait for confirmation. But once support is formed, resistance needs to be formed. And once resistance is formed, support needs to be formed. Stuff like that. So I think we just broke the low of the 15 minutes. So we might be having a push down. Never know, but I don't really like this first 15 minutes. Although it actually makes sense because we were having rejection on this side. We might be having to push to the downside, but wait for this confirmation. You want to see a bearish close of a candle for it to wait for the next candle to take a sell. Or if you're going for buys, you need to wait for bullish confirmation, bullish close of the candle for the next candle to take a buy to break the high of the next candle. So right now, this can be a London open fake out and stuff like that. But I'm good for the day. I already planned my lot size and planned the trade I was going to take, and yeah, I took it. There's no need for over trading if that makes sense. So USD CHF. Let's check Euro USD. Euro USD. You see, we rejected this level. Now we're pushing to the downside. So I know this is the next level we're gonna get to, because so far we've been bearish on the Euro USD. We've been bearish. We've just been going down, like bearish movement, like bearish movement all the way to the downside, bearish movement. For us to clearly take buys overall, you want to see price actually closing above this level. But that's no, I don't trade Euro USD, but that's just something I'll look for. Once we break above this level, then yeah, you know your buyers, like overall the trend has changed. So Euro USD, USD CHF, USD CHF, USD CHF. So what someone said USD CHF sells. Well, rejected. Okay, this is the 5 minutes. I don't. This is a weak confirmation. So USD CHF. You see a price is. I think price is just kind of consolidating. If you actually see what's happening, we just going side by side trading. I don't really like that. So this is the hourly though. So we kind of created what? We kind of created support. Now, give me a sec. Let's just someone just give me a sec. So we kind of created a what? We kind of created support on this level. This level, this is a strong level of support on the market. So always look to your left and see these levels. Like let's draw it all the way from this side. This level, we're having rejections and reactions on this level. Reaction, create support, and now price has to go create resistance. For us to keep going up, we need to be creating higher highs and higher lows. So right now, this kind of just opened the London Open, and it just rejected the top side. Now we're heading down, but right now we kind of reject. Let's see the hourly created support. The 30 minutes, this is how you anticipate your trade. So created support. If I was going to take a trade, I want to see if I'm going for a sell, I want to see price actually closing below this level, if that makes sense. Let's mark this out. Like I said, once you interchanging time frame, you need to be adjusting these levels. You need to be changing this level, like adjusting this level. Yeah. If you want to take sell, you want to take sales below this level, because this level is a strong level. You can't be taking just anticipate sell and just all wait for a bearish candle to perform. Then you take an entry with the stop below the previous candle to anticipate price down. If we're heading down, this should be my first target. Let's just mark this out because this is the first level of reaction. If I look to the left, this level, then if we close up below this level, we can head all the way down. But have those targets marked out first. Don't just, yeah, we might be heading to the downside, but I want to see price closing above this level or the next. If we close bearish, I want to see what the next candle plays out. So the 15 minutes, I'm not after the first 15 minutes. I'm not after the first 15 minutes. I'm after the second 15 minutes. We haven't broken the high or the low of the any candle, so we just wait. I want to see a bearish close for me to take sales. I can't be taking sales when we're still bullish. If that makes sense, if that answer your question. Oh, you missed the trade. Oh. Always go for, I don't trade heavily. See, we're flicking back up. You, so I want to take a sell below this level, not so. And if we're pushing back up, this should be my, that should, I know we're going to have reaction on this level. This level. Why? Because I always look to the left. First this level, then second this level. So up to you. GJ, what GJ do? See, GG reacted all the way like it did not. So this is telling me directly that indirectly that we're not really having moment. We're not going to have momentum to the top side because of this, and now making this. Curve, same thing from the previous days. Now this, now this, now this. Same thing for this. Now we're not having this. We try going up now, then now we're having this and this. So I'm not really convinced for the buys now. So that's the first 15 minutes. I want to see what the next 15 does. But might be heading down. But this trade was already caught out, and who took this trade? This was a nice 20 pips trade. So, I have any question, just or anything you want to take a good look at, just let me know. Then we will. So, right now we just you just have to wait for confirmation. Morning. If you're liking what we're doing, just hit the like button. Thank you all for participating on this live stream. I'll do my best and let you know stuff to the best ability. Have any pair you want to take a good look at, you can just spit it out. Then we'll take a good look at it. So, what's happening in the New York session today? Let's take a good look at it. So before, like I said, if I'm coming up the live stream, I always check for news. We don't really have any news today that's going to affect the pound market, but we have a lot for tomorrow. For Tuesday, we have a lot. So the market is going to be crazy tomorrow. So you guys should just watch out. If you don't trade news, then fine. If you trade news, then good. But you, once we have stuff like this, we need to be really careful. Always check the Forex factory to check for the files or what news you have, because some of this stuff to move the market heavily, especially if we have the red files and the orange file. This is medium impact and this is high impact, so you need to be really careful. GJ, so what's GJ saying? Right now, is GJ just doing his thing? There's no really direction. There's the first 15, so you want to see the next 15 minutes. If, like I said, if we're anticipating price to go up, you need to be creating higher highs like this, highs, higher highs. And if it's anticipating price to go down, that's when you see lower lows. Previous candle break the low of the previous candle, next candle breaks the low of the previous candle. But yeah, never know. Hourly, what I was saying, the hourly is we have 49 minutes in the hour candle, so a lot of stuff can happen. But we created support, so we might as well go create resistance. So if you on the live stream or if you came early enough, because sometimes these moves actually happen early. If you're on the live stream early enough, some people made money, good for them. So that's why you hop on early, and let's talk about trade and what you think about different pair and what's gonna do. Do this every day, Monday to Friday, 1 a.m. Eastern time. So price, you're just gonna do is thing. So you just wait and see what price sets up again to take a trade. Like the 30 minutes hasn't broken the low of the previous 30 minutes. So do you think we're gonna be flipping back up to push to the top side? I stream 1 a.m. Eastern time. 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Like I said, the 15 minutes is a weak confirmation. The 15 minutes broke the low of the previous 15. So I told you I'm always after the next 15 because why? this candle hasn't broken the low of the previous 30. 30 is a strong confirmation, so now we're flipping bullish. Now we're flipping bullish. So we're gonna be pushing to the top side. Wait for confirmations. So while we're pushing to the top side, because like I said, you need to be creating higher highs and higher lows. High, high. I think this candle is just gonna push up. Never know. But before you take in trade, try have a lower risk. When I mean lower risk, try find tight stop loss. Measure your stop your risk to reward. Okay, let's say for instance, let's say yeah, I trade US 30, but the US 30 is both by so many things. So mostly I go for US 30 in the New York session. New York session, London session, I just do the pound, the US 30 like but same price action, strictly price action. You need to see there are a lot of fake out, but same thing price action. You need to be creating higher highs and higher lows, if that makes sense. I don't do US 30 on the London session, but a Telegram group would do it, but mainly I trade US 30 in the London session and the New York session. New York session is a banger for US 30 for sure. US 30 and GJ, just those two. So are we flipping up? I think we are. By having a push to the top side now. So you plan your stop loss. Like you measure your stop loss and see your risk to reward. Okay, let's say if I take a trade at the break of this high, anticipating trade by trade to go to this level, 35 pips. What's my stop loss? 22 pips. That's just too much for a stop loss. For me, yeah. For those who took the trade earlier on from this level, like I called, yeah, it would have made sense to just rally up. But right now, price is trying to get back to a messy range, which I don't like. If when I mean range, yeah, it does. The US 30, that's why you need to be careful. It does. But once US 30, once it's moving, it's moving. So you just actually need to mark out what you think first before you just jump in, because you don't be losing money. You know the spreads of US 30 is high, so you need to really, before you take in trade, ask yourself, why am I taking this trade? Okay, what's the probability of this going to this direction and this direction? You need to ask yourself this stuff. If not, you're gonna get finessed. If that makes sense. 30 minutes. For bullish, I want to. This level is a very dirty range level. I don't like when I say range. Price printing side by side. Look at it. Look at just redo this. See price printing side. No. Price printing side by side. I don't like the range. That's where the price is actually going back to. So left for me, I just wait. I don't like trading in the range. When I mean range, you say support is being formed, resistance being formed, come back to support, then resistance, come back to support. I don't like that. I want to see a break above this level, because why? I have nice free traffic to the left to push price all the way up. Look, look at nice traffic to push price all the way back to this level. So this is a very dirty level, except you took your trade early enough, because once price get to this level, there can be reactions. But yeah, if we're heading up still, but I don't like this level, because we're in a range. We were here last week and it was really messy. Trading in the range, you can lose money, so you need to be really careful. So That makes sense. Now in the next 15 minutes, so let's see what actually happens. Let's see what EU did. EU 30 minutes. So right now EU is still ranging. We're on how many pip range? We're on 11 pip range. I don't like this range because we're just printing side by side. Support, resistance, resistance, trying to form support now. I don't really like this. I want to see a breakout from this level to come down, or breakout from this level to anticipate this level over here. So we just wait. USD CHF. What did it do? This pair. Any pair to me, like, oh, like every session there's always a move, but any pair regarding the USD, I really like the New York session for that. Any pair regarding the USD, but there's always a move on every session for sure. Always a move, so don't get me wrong. So price, we're kind of printing bearish, we're kind of creating resistance over here. So I don't like this. The 30 minutes closes in 9 minutes and we're closing bearish. So you wait for confirmations to set. What's the hourly doing? The hourly, it's closing, it's bearish still. Think it's bearish. And we haven't broken the high of the previous candle or the low of the previous candle. So right now I think price is just printing side by side. Mostly when you see price printing side by side, you see good green, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. So oh no, wait, and get a nice confirmation. So right now we're just printing side by side. You want to see how this closes. If it closes bullish, then yeah, we might, there are chances of us going up, but for now you just wait. The market pays you to wait. Don't rush the market. You can't tell the market what to do. You just need to wait for it to do its thing, present itself, then you take your trade. So right now we just broke the high of this candle. It kind of partially broke the high. Wait, see, 30 minutes is bullish. We still have 7 minutes. You want to wait for the close and stuff also. Wait for confirmations. Don't rush and take trade and get finessed. So pushing to the top side. Ideally, I want to get a trade above this level. If I'm going to, if anyone start looking for a trade, they want to take a trade above this level for sure. We're going to be pushing to the top side. This is a 5 minutes. This is a weak time frame. You don't want to be doing that. So if I want to see a break on the top side to push up, then yeah. So let's see Euro USD. What's it doing? Range. I don't like this. USD CHF. I don't like this at all. I don't trade this pair. I don't know who trades this pair. I don't trade this pair. There's some pair I don't even open. Closing bullish on the 30 minutes. So let's see what happens. So you guys just wait for kind of like we're pushing to the top side. So I clearly want to see a break of the resistance being formed over here, like I said. And for anyone taking trade, you want to see a break of this resistance, this major level on the GJ market. EU. So this level is a strong level of support. This level, price reacted on this level. A strong level of support this level because you mark out your current support itself for NZ. Yes. Let me see. So you created price created support over here and created resistance over here. So you mark your current resistance and support, then allow price to break out from those level. Like see, this was a strong level and this is a strong level. If you look to the left, this is a strong level. So you need to wait. I'll take a good look at NZD USD for a bit. Just what you thinking? Okay, you're looking for a sell NZD USD. Wow, GJ is just flying right now. So we broke the level, so pushing up. So so only you only line up only support. No, I line up uh where is it? I line up support and I line up the resistance. I line up both the most recent support and the most recent resistance. That's what I line up. Especially the key levels, the strong level of support and resistance. That's what I line up. I don't just line up just support. You saw me, I did this and I did that, and I line up my target because my target are still support and resistance too. Because price react on those levels. You see, we're pushing to the tops. Oh wow! So ideally, once price breaks a strong support and resistance level, there has to be some sort of retest on that level to push back up. NZD USD. NZD USD. NZD USD. The hourly, we're on a strong bullish momentum. So, mark on my target. You're looking for what? Sell? And nah, I don't think you should. Anyone sells right now? I don't think so. But let's see. We're on a strong bullish momentum on the hourly. Then let's go to the 30 minutes and see what happens. Wait for the end of the candle close before we make. For what? For what trade are you talking about? What trade is that? What trade are you looking at? BAT channels. What trade are you looking at? The your GJ or what? So right now, someone said NZD USD for sales. I don't think so. On a strong bullish momentum, we created support over here. This level, strong level of support. Resistance was found, support was found, and we've been on a bullish momentum. So I won't be looking for sales till I see a, a bearish candle actually being formed. I think this was a fake out. That's why you were looking for sales. Because I told you this was a fake out on the London Open. I told you guys, like, see, you were on strong momentum push down because of the fake out, and you see what just happened. I told you you can't just stand in front of the boss. Most people took sales here thinking price was going to go down, and see when the candle closed, it went back up and closed bullish. So it doesn't make sense. Always wait for candles to close. I know once to get to this level, we're going to have some sort of reaction, but I can't be looking for sales till I see an actual close before taking sales. Sales on GBP NCD. So the NZD USD, I don't really think sales is gonna play out. If you're on sales, I advise to cut losses short, either just increasing your stop loss and think you're just gonna get a reaction to push back down. We might get a reaction on this level, but right now we haven't momentum to the top. So GBP NZD. You want to see a bearish close on the next candle breaking it. The actual London Open, there's always fake out, so you need to be careful. And if you see momentum to the top side, you can't be looking for sales like that unless it actually plays out. GPU NZD, GBP NZD. Uh, so let's check GJ. Let's check GJ. Yeah, GJ closed above. So yeah, looking for buys, but like I said, it's this we're in a range. This is a very dirty range, though. Left for me, I because before I took like my entry was this level, pushing price up. Price this actually candle closed above this range, so yeah, it makes sense to take a buy. But ideally, this level is a strong level of this is a ranging level, so price can come in this level and do the same thing. So I actually wait for a break on this level to take clean traffic. Let's go to 30 minutes. Clean traffic on the left hand side. This level is a good level to take buys. This level is just a range and a very messy place. Left for me. If I took my entries from here, yeah, I would have just swing trade my trade. But right now we just gotten back in the range, so things can just happen. GPS broke below a support. GPU broke below support but is retracing now. That's why you should wait for 30 minutes to close. Let's go to the 30 minutes candle. It is not just yeah, you wait, that's why you wait for a close. You wait for a close for you to actually know if it's bearish or bullish. That's why you wait for a close. Like I said, that makes sense. Always wait for close. We just have the the candle just open. We have 24 minutes and 30 minutes candle, so they see a lot of time. After the next 15 minutes, not the first 15 minutes. Unless we've been on momentum already. I was gonna check. What was that chat? I was gonna check. I was gonna check SDUSD, but let me explain something on GJ. GJ, like I said, if I was gonna take a buy, I want to take a buy above this level because of we have nice traffic to the left. We have nice traffic to the left. This level to the left to push price back to this level or higher. But this level is a range. Last week we're in this range. I'm trading the range by like top, bottom, top, bottom. I don't really like it. So you really need to be careful when you're in a range. Know those areas. I just left this marked out because I know this week sometime we're going to be pushing back to the top side. Why? Because of my daily candle. I saw the level we are at GJ was a very strong level of support. This level, if market look at this level, this was a strong level. Price came back down to this level, but I don't see price actually breaking this strong level of reaction. We're rejecting this area. Look at this area. So that's why I knew that, oh, we might not break this level because of this heavy rejection. We might be pushing to the top side this week. So that's why when I saw we're back approaching this range again, I was like, no, this is a very dirty range. If I'm going to take a clean sell, clean buy, I want to take a buy above this level to come up, but we're in a range. If you took your trade early enough, like we did, who was on a live stream early enough, took this trade, like if you were having this, you trade, you should be a nice profit right now because we took it right from the bottom. That's why you get it on the stream very early to get your trades. Uh, what do you mean by daily range? Yeah, I don't really advise you to take trade in the range. It's up to yeah, I because one thing about the range, it just creates support and resistance and create resistance back to support. It just does side movement. If you look, we're just seeing side movement just to the side. If we're going up, you want to be seeing momentum to the top and momentum to the downside. See, we broke out of the range, then we started seeing downside. But right now, we're pushing back up. Now we're in a range. We will have a kind of reaction in this level, but once we break above this level, you can take trades above this level to the top side. If that makes sense. This is a smooth place to take trade. You want to take trade? Okay, let's adjust this. Let me adjust this level. Let me adjust this level. Let me adjust this level. The current resistance. This is the current resistance that was being formed on the 30 minutes when we're in the range. You want to see price, this candle actually closing above. What I mean above, you want to see candle closing like this. Let's see, for instance, you want to see candle closing like this. Let's try. That makes sense. You want to see a candle closing above this candle, not just the wick. You want, yeah, this is when you see it closing above. There are two things. Once we break above for support and resistance, sometimes price just come back to this level, do a retest to push back up, or sometimes the next candle just breaks the previous high and just GJ's like that. GJ can just break and just keep rallying all the way up. This is a nice place because to the left we have nice candles to the left. Look at this nice candle. But you don't want to be trading here. This place is dirty. We just have weak and weak and weak areas. Weak. We just have weak in the range. I don't like this level. You want to see if you had taken your trade early enough, you want to live stream early enough, you would have seen this trade and just swing trade this trade because I know JJ has potentials of pushing back up. If that makes sense. So we're in the range. So I don't advise. If you like what we're doing, just drop a like on the like button. We do this every day, Monday to Friday. We're in the 30 range. Just wait. There's no need rushing to be on the trade. So let's see what happens. Check the hourly. The hourly has a strong bullish. So I'll be heading to the top side. GP and ZD. You see, price broke this level, but it did not close and still we're pushing back up. That's why you want to trade when the candles close, so you don't just get finessed. If that makes sense. Euro USD still in the range. I don't like this. You want to take trades above when we close above. So yeah, where there's no range. Once you see a range, price just does support resistance. Like in this, we just make sideways movement. We don't just have a definite direction. Thank you. I appreciate that. Side movement is called range. Like that's when you see range. side movement, and we just go back to that level. So price might get to this level and might start rejecting this level again. So you want to actually wait and just get nice trade than trying to be in drawdowns and stuff like that. If you came in early enough, you would have taken a nice trade, but you did not. So so we're still heading up. We still have roughly 16 minutes. Next 15 minutes. Let's see what the next 15 minutes does. Two things can happen. Once we break out from the range, you can have a retest on that level, this level, to push back up, or you can just GJ can just shoot all the way. The next candle can just open and GJ can just shoot all the way back up. EU. Yeah, we were in like if you see, we created support, created resistance, and price came back down. Now we're pushing back up. You want to see, yeah, this to me, this level, look at it. This level is just side movement. This is side movement. Where is it? This is side movement. Side movement. Once you see side movement, this is a range. Side movement. You want to see price breaking, like closing, not just breaking, closing. Then yeah. CGJ is just really scary because it's just this place is dirty, so it's just reacting to this level heavily. So let's see. GJ. And before you take in trade, you want to have a nice risk to reward. So for instance, I have a strong belief we might head up to tap this level, or you never know, we might come to a retest on this level to push back up. But if that's if we're heading up, you want to see a break of this high, stop below previous candle, but it doesn't make sense. Look at the stop of the previous candle, 15 pips, and you want to target this level, 13. That doesn't make sense. What's EU doing? We're still stuck. I'm not convinced yet. It's the first day of the week, so today a lot of stuff can happen. By tomorrow, you should have like a nice and balanced stuff on the chart. But today, the first day of the week, Monday is usually really, really sketchy. GJ. I don't like that level. So you can wait for price to go do some sort of retest and just push up. On a overall trend, we're on a bullish momentum. So I expect the next candle to just leave this level and just push up. So let's see. 15 minutes. Are we gonna go and create some sort of retest? So if we're gonna head down to create some sort of retest, you wanna see if we're heading down to retest this level, you wanna make price form support to push back up. You wanna wait for price. You can't, or sometimes TJ can just push all the way up. Just like that. This happened a lot of times. So you just broke the high, so we might be heading to just cover this range then. The best to wait for a clean range, clean. Best to wait for the end of 30 minutes. Yeah. So when I mean range, range is this. This is not a range. This is just a clean. I'll call it clean traffic. The a range prints side by side. So the best thing is to wait for a break of out of this range, a breakout of the range. Not yeah, a breakout of the range. Then price closing above to push up. Why do you always draw your range bigger? I have tiny lines on my MT4 line. So let's say range. Why? Okay. Why? Because of the body. Look at how, if you notice, let me just expand this. Look at the body of this candle. See how it closes? It closed, it created resistance, but look at the body and look at this level. Look at the next level where the body closed. And look at the top wick and look, you want to like mark out where there was rejections and the markets up and down. Like look at this level and the price touching this level, price touching this level. So this particular level is a very strong level, if that makes sense. Yeah, you can have tiny lines, but like me, anything in this place is just dirty. If that makes sense. So I normally use my laptop to trade. I don't use my I use desktop. I rarely use phone to trade. So when I want to mark out these areas to see it properly, not just mark out my phone and stuff. That makes sense. The 5 and the 15 minutes are just weak confirmations. So give me a sec, I'll be right back. The hourly is closing in 6 minutes, and this is strong bullish. We've been pushing to the top side since. I expect some sort of retracement. So I don't know when, but you need to wait for those confirmations first to pop out, then take it. So are we just gonna break out this range and just rally up, or you never know? The last 5 minutes. The past 15 minutes, 5 times, we've just been having reaction over this level. Well, let's see what happens. Well, 5 minutes is a fake. Jeez. 5 minutes is a weak confirmation. Weak time frame for confirmation. Weak one. I use the 15 and the 30. So let's see. For those who took trade earlier on, they were on the live stream earlier, and we took a buy. Any trade I take, I'm just going to place it at the top left. We took a buy from this level, and some people just swing trade their trade, and some people just took profit like me. I secured profit. I'm done for the day. You need to know your target, your daily goal. Have a goal. Once you're done, you're good. Wait for the next day or the next setup to set up, then you take your trade. Don't take an impulse entry. If not, you're gonna lose money. Always wait. We're pushing now. Price closing is enough. Okay. Well, I feel once we get to this level, we might have a reaction. We don't know yet, but I think we might have a reaction on this level, this level. Let's see. So just wait. Anyone taking trades should wait for the break above this candle close, then head up. Don't just rush and get finesse, like I said. Euro USD. You see we have a momentum to the top side. So created a mini support. So as you're going, you're using the recent support and resistance being formed. This was the recent resistance. We just broke out of it, but we haven't closed. We're closing the minutes and we're closing above. So I think we're gonna fill this week. This week to the left. This level first. Fill this week. Then I don't know what price is gonna do. And I think we're gonna have a reaction. Uh, uh, so I don't use indicators. So it works for some people. It doesn't. But you need to. I go with strictly price actions, smart money. Indicators are just. I don't think an indicator is gonna show you what like these indicators are made by people, someone like you. So I don't think the indicator is supposed to show you what price is actually gonna do. So I don't believe in indicators. I don't use indicators at all. I I don't use indicators. I wait, use strictly price action, wait for open and close, then yeah, boom. Uh, GJ, what's GJ doing? I do 30 minutes. So let's see how the 5 minutes close. Will close with bullish, bearish, bullish. So I have two screens. I use my other screen to trade, then I use one screen to like look at my chart, then I use the next screen to trade. I have magic keys, so I monitor my trades. I just trade while I'm there with the system there and then. When I'm done trading, I don't look at the chart. I'm only gonna trade only if I come to the chart. When I don't look at the chart, I don't trade. I try to make that a discipline. I use just once I'm trading, I come to the chart and check what plays out. Then I take trades. Once I'm not trading, I'm off the chart. I don't even look at the chart. I don't because that only makes you want to over trade. And once you start over trading, you might there are high chances you might start losing money because you might not wait for this confirmation first to take your trade. You just want to just do your thing and just so it's good to have a daily goal. Once you get there, there's always tomorrow. You can't. We're having the mentality of just you want to just try to get to 1 million or 5,000 or 10,000 or 8,000 a day. No, that's not how trading works. You need to have a daily goal. Always have a daily goal or if not, you don't get to your goal or target. If you lose your trade, fine. If you lose one or two trade, yeah, maximum. If you lose at least two trades, you just call it a day. Because once you start over trading, emotions come in, and you don't wait for confirmations anymore. You just want to just go with what the chart is actually giving. Then you might lose money. Once you lose one or two trades, just call it a day. Emotions comes in. Y- So I'm expecting some sort of. I know there are high chances of us getting to this level, but maybe before I jump into this buy again, or if I'm gonna take any trade again, I'm done though. But I can't be risking all my profit right now for this. So you once you get some certain amount of profit, then you need to be risking percentage of that profit. You can't be risking your account again. You need to be risking some certain percentage of your your trades, your current profit, not just your account balance anymore. That's the only way you could get profitable once you start risking profit, not risking once you've gotten profit already. So Once you miss a movement or when there's momentum, you miss it, just wait. Okay, just tell yourself, oh, I missed this trade. Let me just wait for the next setup to take in my trade. Never rush a trade. Never rush into a trade when there's momentum. So when I say setting daily goal, you need to have like depends on how much account balance you have. You need to okay, I'm gonna when I mean daily goal, I'm referring to what lot size you're gonna use because of this account balance. Okay, what how much can I get of this account today? And once you get to that account, or if you get more, fine. If you don't get more, if you lose one or two trades, I think you should just stop trading for that day. Then come back the next day when your brain is all settled down, and the next or like couple of hours, write down those things. If you lose one or two trades, because sometimes trade go the other way, right? So, but if it goes the right way, before then, write okay, what I'm gonna make today with this low lot size. Okay, that one, right? Okay, I'm going to take one or two trades a day. That's good. Always mark out those things. Okay, one or two trades a day. That's good. Okay, I'm only going to take one trade. Yeah, that should be fine. Lot size. What lot size am I going to use depending on this account? Okay, I'm going to use this lot size. Always plan that out before taking a trade. Because if you don't plan that out before taking a trade, when you're in the chart already, you just emotions and stuff just coming. And secondly, one thing I noticed, people always get scared to take in trades. But I want to tell you that when you see confirmations, which is actually set in front of you, just take it. Because once you don't take it, you've missed it, you've missed it. That's how it is. You see this confirmation, it sets how it plays out, take it. Because once you just wait, you lost the trade. There's no way you can go about it again till you wait again. Most people, they wait for hours and just now to take the trade, emotions just come. Okay, what if I lose this trade, or what if I? No, if you think like that, I don't think you're gonna become a profitable trader. You need to go with those emotions, set those emotions aside, have a daily goal, put it in front of you. Then I think you should be good to go. Have those stuff written out. And always, yeah, there's always tomorrow. The market is always gonna move every day. There's always tomorrow. There's always every day is always tomorrow. Welcome, Chris. There's always tomorrow. If you miss today, there's always tomorrow. There's no need rushing to just go lose money. There's always tomorrow. The market is open to not 5 days a week. So if you miss out today or you had a loss today, because in trading there are wins and losses, but like you need to learn how to keep your win rate high and try and minimize losses, cut losses short. Then try if I have two losses already, I just call it a day. I don't trade anymore. I just come back the next day where I know um I'm physically active. There's no emotions that's gonna play with me anymore. Because once I'm trying to trade with emotion, or when I take a loss, I try to want to over trade, and I try to just what I say. I just see myself losing money. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. That's going to help a lot for every trader. You always need to set those things aside. Emotions plays a big thing in trading, so you want to learn. You want to know how to get used to it. You need to start getting used to losses. When you see loss, like you lose a trade, you just okay. If I try again and I lose again, okay, fine. I'll come back tomorrow. The opportunity sets out. Wait for this opportunity. Don't go to a trade when you're on loss and you just all grumpy and stuff, and or you just pissed. No, you're gonna even lose more. Just wait, just leave, so emotion doesn't play with you on the chart because it actually happens a lot. Just leave and come back. You see, we're stuck in the range. You see how like everything is just moving really, really slow because of this place is really dirty. The market is just it's going up though, but still it's just in a very dirty range, which I don't like. think when we get to this level, we might have some sort of reaction on this level. So, so before I take trades, like if you guys see me when I do that, I try to measure my risk to reward. I try to measure, okay. Let's say for instance, what was the trade we took earlier? We took let's go to the 50 minutes. I will explain the range shortly. Let's say when I was to take this trade earlier on, this was my entry. Once price this candle breaks the high of this candle, I need to see a bullish confirmation first, which it did, right? We closed bullish. 30 minutes closed bullish. So I was waiting for the next 30 minutes to break the high of this candle to take price up because we're bullish all the way. So I measure my risk to reward. Let's that's not I use a roller on the trading view. If you're using trading view, this place I measure it. Okay, this is my stop loss below the previous candle. My stop loss, I'm having 10 pips. So what's my reward? I was heading for this resistance over here, this resistance over here that was formed 20 pips. Good, nice to reward. Okay, 20 pips. Okay, I'm good. I mark out my lot size, what I'm going to use for this trade because the opportunity was set for me, so I just took it. So when I say range, this is a range. What range is it? We're in the range. Look to your left. We're on this. If you were on this live stream last week or watch the previous video and see what we talked about the range. This is a range. We're just printing side by side. That's what when you know that's a range. We're printing side by side. There's no direction of the trade right now. Then right now, price headed down, and now we're trying to go back up, and now we're back in the range. So I don't really like this. If I'm looking for buys, I want to get buys above this level for claim buy. Or if you were in the trade, like you came in on the live stream earlier on, well, I talked about the buys we're going to be having, I was going to be taking. You would have swing traded your trade all the way up now, but right now we're in a range. For those who came late, I don't advise anyone taking trade in the range. Or if you want to take trade, yeah, good for you. That's on you. But I advise taking a trade after the range, after a breakout from the range, because this is dirty. I don't like this side by side movement. Let's see what Euro USD did. We just broke out of this range. We just broke out from this level because we're having a range. We're having a range before then. We just broke out, so I think we're gonna have some sort of retest and push up, some sort of retest and push to the upside. But in the long run, the euro is bearish. We're just bearish, heavily bearish. So let's see how it plays out. You just get this confirmation. Like if you were on the trade earlier on, you would have taken this trade when I was anticipating the break. I think from here. I think from here. No, was it? I can't remember where was it, but I talked about it. If you check, if you came in the earlier on, you would have seen what we talked about Euro USD. So this place is steady. If you want to take a buy above this place, then are we gonna have some sort of retest on this level to continue push back up? If you want to take a buy, or if we're gonna come back down, you want to see some sort of support formed, and you see when you see support, you want to see a bullish candle. If we're heading up, you want to see a bullish candle actually closing on the 30 minutes, then the next candle, that should be your entry. I can't be taking buys when I'm just saying bearish momentum or bearish candle. It doesn't make sense. I will be looking for sales. So if I'm buy, I expect price making higher highs and higher lows. You said when you take trade, you wait for the buy candle to go to the higher. Yeah, like if, yeah, because you need to look at those levels. When I said that, you need to look at the level you actually are on the market. We just broke a heavy level of resistance and support in the market. This is a strong level, 133,600. This is a strong level in the GJ market. So we just broke out. So price, there are high chances price can have some sort of retest on this level to push back up, or sometimes it can just rally all the way up. GJ is like that. So there are two things you see when you're breaking the range. You can have some sort of retest, and you can just have some sort of just some push all the way up. Zoom what? Like if you look to your left, this level is a strong level of what? Support and resistance. Okay, let's just zoom it. This level is a strong level of support and resistance in the market. This level, look at your left, look at this level on the hourly time frame. Look at this level, it's a strong level. Then this candle was respecting this level before. Then this candle broke out and it closed above. Although we're in the range, so I'm expecting some sort of retest, come back to test this level because there are high chances. There are two chances one will break out from the range. Price can just keep rallying all the way up, or price can just go up, form resistance to come form support to push back up. But if you're looking for buys or when the support is being formed, you want to see some sort of bullish candle for you to take a buy on the next candle after this bullish candle. This is going to be your entry, stop loss below, like this, something like this. You want to see if you were creating support like this, you want to see a bullish candle, so you anticipate the next candle to break the high of this candle to keep pushing up. But we're in a range, I don't like this at all. So are we going to have some sort of support, like some sort of support being formed to push back up? You never know. So that's why you plan these things out. Mark out your ideas and targets, then wait for everything to play out. So right now we're bearish. What was the 15 minutes? Did we break the low of the 15 minutes? So we just broke the previous low. We kind of created. Are we gonna? So if I'm gonna go for buys again, I need to see some sort of bullish candle closing first for me to take a buy up. If that makes sense. Oh, the confirmation of buy I took. Okay, this was it. This was it. We're pushing bullish. We're having a bullish push. Bullish push. Let me just. We're having a bullish push. Then this level was a strong level which I marked out. Price tapped in, so I was thinking that we might have some level of rejection. So for me to take a buy again, I need to see some level of bullish candle. Look, yeah, the buy is higher than the sell. Like look at what I said. So we came down, we touched this level, then we kind of had some sort of retracement to because let me draw it on a higher time frame. Price rallied all the way up. We've been going up since Asian. Like Asian, we push, push, push. We got to some sort of resistance. So it only makes sense. And we broke out from this level. This was a level of resistance in the market and support. This kind of broke out. We went up, formed some sort of resistance. So there are high chances price has to go retest this level to come push back up. So this was what we did this candle when this candle closed bearish. So for me to take a buy, I need to see some sort of bullish, which it did. And now I'm not anticipating an entry at the break of the next. Once candle closed like this, a bullish candle, I was anticipating the next candle to break this high to push back up. This was my entry right here. If you can go back and after the live stream, you can just watch the video. This was my entry, stop loss below to continue for price to go retest this resistance because price, well, there are high chances once it makes support, it has to go towards the resistance which was formed, and once it makes resistance, it has to go towards the support which was formed. So on the 15 minutes time frame, this was my entry right here. When I saw this bullish candle, that's on the 15th too. Entry right here, stop loss below for price to come all the way back here. That was my entry. Good to go. Because I saw the 30 minutes close, price was going all the way down, but see how we just rejected and just came back in and closed bullish. That's why the effectiveness of waiting for candles to close, that's how it is. Always wait for that. So buyers, another thing, buyers change. You need to know what you're looking for before you take your trade. Are you looking for buys? Are you looking for sales? Okay, going for sales. Okay, why am I taking a sell? What's the confirmation of me taking a sell? If I'm looking for buy, why am I taking a buy? Ask yourself those questions. Look at the chart and ask yourself what is actually happening on the chart. Where's the momentum right now? Okay, what am I looking for? What are the key levels? Ask yourself those things. The hourly just opened. We have 41 minutes. So I'm expecting some sort of support form to continue pushing back up. But you never know. So that's how you wait. So we're rejecting this level. We're in the range though. Or like I I told you guys once we break out from a range, two things can happen. You can go from some sort of support to take another entry to continue back up, or GG can just keep breaking and just keep pushing. So two things can happen once we break out from a range. Two things can happen. Like what happened, we broke out. This was a solid level of support and resistance. We broke out, rallied a bit, went up, created resistance. Then now this was how I anticipated my buy from here when this candle closed bullish. We tested this level, closed bullish, then anticipated my level back to this level. Now we broke out this level again. This level now, this is another strong level. So there are two things: we can just push all the way up, or price could go form some sort of support. So you take your entry at the break of the bullish candle that's going to be formed. If there's no bullish candle, you can't be taking buys when there's no bullish confirmation. Makes sense. So right now we're heading down. So for those looking for buy, you want to see a break above. Or if you're looking for sell, you want to see price actually closing below this level, this level. You want to see price, this bearish closing below. Look at the time I took the trade. I took my trade, what was it? I think it was 11:30. The live, yeah, that's 1 a.m., 1:30. Yeah, that's when I took the trade. So it's just like 30 minutes into the live stream. So sometimes the confirmations comes early. You just need to take it ASAP, and it comes early. Sometimes it doesn't. So right now, what's happening? Bearish was just going down and form some sort of, for those looking for buying to wait for confirmation, right? So yeah. So yeah, Wait for confirmation. No need to rush, just wait. Like I said, I already took my trade for today, and for those who took the live trade, thank you for coming in. I gave my idea why I took that trade, and you guys saw how it just played out beautifully well. So you wait. That's why it's good to hop in early, so we'll talk about this and know why we're taking some entries, some impulse entries. I would appreciate everyone to give a like on the like button. For those who took the trades given on this live stream, thank you for joining and tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Just like, share, and subscribe to this page and just give it a like. Yeah, do this every day, Monday to Friday. That's why it's good to hop in early. Like there's always tomorrow. You miss today, there's always tomorrow. You're welcome. You miss today, there's always tomorrow. We always share these ideas and yeah, always wait for confirmations. Like I said before I get off this live stream, if you're looking for buys, wait for support to be formed and take an impulse entry at the break of the previous of the bullish candle to push take momentum back up. So when I mean break, I need the 30 minutes to close bullish. Like I made this 30 minutes. See, you see how we're heading down. Let's use the 30 minutes. We're heading down on this candle, but we're heading down. We came buys came all the way down. So if I was looking for buys, see how this candle closed. This previous 30 minutes candle closed bullish. This next 30 minutes candle closed bullish. So if I was looking for buy, I was waiting for this next candle to break the high of this previous 30 minutes entry. Yes, stop loss below previous candle, then to just rally all the way up. So you want same thing for this one. If we're heading down, you want some sort of support being formed. This was the support being formed. This one was support. It closed with the bullish candle. You need to see something, the bullish candle, a confirmation for buy. You need to see a bullish candle actually closing on the next candle or the next one, depends. But if we're not heading all up again, if you're looking for sales, you want to find sales below this level. This level. You want to see price actually closing below this level. Why? Because of this level. This is a strong level in the market. So you want to see the bearish candle closing below this place to take sales back down to this level, back down to support or back down. But right now, I think we're on a bullish trend so far. So I think it only makes sense for us to form some sort of support to keep pushing up. Yeah. Wait for the confirmation for bullish to take buys and wait for confirmations for bearish to take sales. Thank you for tuning in today. Just give it a like, and share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hoping that's why you come in early. We break these ideas. This for learning purposes only. Not doing this for money. I'm just sharing ideas with you guys. So just share the page and share, like, and subscribe. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.